Hey everyone, so I have a new planner for you guys for next year. I kind of love it, but I will tell you guys the very minor things I don't love about it, which are honestly very minor. I can overlook them. Very, very small compared to other things. So this is the golden Coil planner. I actually got this, already unboxed and everything. I had to make sure that the order was correct. But this is the golden Coil planner. It comes in a very lovely box, which I will most likely keep, and it's covered in tissue, and I'll tell you guys exactly what I ordered once I pull up the information. So here it is. It's a very nice planner. They do have two different types of planner covers. Let me look up on my phone what color this is exactly. This is the faux leather saddle. This is not a real leather, by the way. Paper that looks and feels like leather but is not real leather. That's what the website says. And they do have a ton of colors. I will show you guys on the screen after the flip through, because there's so many details on this that I just had to purchase the planner. So the planner itself is about $65 for just the calendar. However, you can add on pages, and those are what costs basically more. But if you get a linen or a, faux leather cover, those cost the same. So no big deal about that. Anyway, let me stop talking and show you guys what this is. So again, it's a very customized planner. It does have my name on here. I just added that in. You could have also added like your email and stuff, but honestly, my planner does not leave my office unless it's like a very rare occasion and like a meetup, which we don't have any for the foreseeable future, so it's fine. Anyway, I do have a January start. I actually chose that because I could. You can choose whichever one you want. They do recommend you choose 2 weeks out. It did take about 8 business days for the planner to get shipped, and then I think it got shipped like on Friday and I got it Monday. So and honestly, like the UPS website tracking said it was delayed, and it was really odd because like I had just gotten the shipping notification. So like a day was not a delay for me, but I don't know if that was just weird on my end or anything. So I do have technically a start for next week, which is what I'm going to be using. Starting next week or starting this week. I'm not even sure when this video is going up. I do have it starting on December 28th, and it goes all the way through December of next year, January 2nd of 2022. So I do finish out the year. And another thing is I did choose a vertical layout. Now there's a ton of layouts on here, and I'll show you guys some of them further into this video, but for now I'm gonna show you guys what I grabbed. And the one thing I wish that this was like a Sunday start, but I can always redate this. It'll just take me a bit of getting used to if I don't redate it, but I always think of the ends as Saturday and Sunday. I have to either remember that this is Monday, not Sunday. The other thing, very minor thing, was that I saw a couple of videos on YouTube saying that this paper was cream colored. I guess it technically is, but it's not as cream colored as I thought it was gonna be. It's pretty much like an off-white. I've seen like more yellow cream colored pages, and it's not this. Moving on to the next thing. So you can totally customize your planner. I totally took that to my advantage, and I added as many pages as I thought I would need for the year. And the first things up was social media pages. I just added those to the end. That way I can do like my own tabs if I wanted to. I added all the pages to the end of mine. That way I could just add tabs if I wanted to. So there are 2 social media things in my planner specifically. So we have the first social media page, which is basically idea, publish date, and then you have like a checklist and a to-do. Plus you can add some notes here. And then the second version, I think I added about like 20 pages of this one. And then the other one is actually this one, which I thought I would use for YouTube. So you have your idea, date, to do, and then if you like have scheduled all of your stuff on here, like drafted, images, scheduled, posted, that's the second one. And I added a ton of pages for that. The other thing I added was the project pages. So I have 2 project pages. or two different types of layout for project pages. I have these smaller rectangled ones, which you can like either draw and then add notes, or, you know, just add notes and then do a whole page of the same project or storyboard or whatever. And then the other ones are a little bit bigger. Sometimes I have like little like small things in my head. I can always also add like post-its to this. I just really thought it was a good idea to have something smaller, because sometimes I do have like smaller projects that I want to do, or like an idea, and I just really want to either like draw it down, and if I have my planner with me, I can just like keep them together. And then the other thing I added were school pages, and that's because I do have school until September. I added, I think, enough pages for every single week until then. I think I added 40 weeks to it. I added as many pages I thought I needed because school ends in September. And then the way that it's laid out is that I have like a to-do list to do every single week, and I can just add those there, and that's not including like the homework, which is basically all of the labs I have to do. So I figured that this would be like a good layout for it. There is a second layout which is for homework, but the way that my school is formatted is weird, and I just figured that this would be like the best one to do because I could just add in what I'm supposed to do for each day. So yeah, that is what those pages are. I like that they're included with my normal planner though, because I like different planners, but honestly sometimes they're overwhelming and I'd rather just have something to fill out, and it's not going to be pretty, and it's fine with me. So that being said, I did add a couple of fun pages. That's my reading page. For books, I think I only added like 3. I think each of these have like 18 lines, so I figured that if I read enough books for 2 pages, it's like 36 books, and if I read a third page, then we have more books to read, and that's like a bonus. So I figured this would be fine for that. And then I had like one more page left, and I ended up doing the password page. I don't think I need any more passwords than this, but there's always some passwords that we change and interchange at my house, at least, that I always forget what they are. I figured writing those down would be beneficial for all of us. I just wanted to have them here. So like the Netflix password, because there's always like one little tiny thing we changed from the Netflix password to like the Disney Plus password. There is a pocket in the back. It's actually really sturdy. This page is actually more of a cardstock. I didn't talk about the pages. I think I read that it's like 60-pound paper, but I'm not exactly sure. It's on the website, honestly, if you're looking through it. But I'm gonna show you guys the website now because I figured I'd go through that. So let's go online. Okay, so here is the front end of the website. A lot of these planner covers are actually out of stock right now. I'm not even sure when they would restock, but you do have an option of several like linen covers, and the one I got, which was the saddle one. And then the next page is actually the fill page. That's where I actually added my name. You can also add contacts into your planner if you have them. You just like import them in. And then when you choose your planner start date, you can actually choose what date you want it to start on. I just chose next week, which is like December 28th. But please be aware of when you would actually get it. So I would probably suggest like 2 or 3 weeks out. That way you get it on time, especially now that the shipping's a little delayed right now everywhere. And then the end date would be whenever you wanted it to be too. So you can even have like a 6-month planner if you feel like it. You can also add in like events and like special holidays if you feel. But once you actually get into the layout page, there's so many different layouts and weekly layouts, as well as like single page layouts and, you know, double page layouts. I just got the vertical 2 layout just because I wanted to keep it like classic. But for those of you who want to get like a different kind of layout in like an hourly or anything like that, they do have a ton of different layouts. It's kind of really good to play around with them. You can probably find a layout that probably suits you. And then the pages, this is where I added in like my school pages and anything else that I wanted to add. There's also like health and like meal planning and health care, as well as the project pages that I did, and lifestyle pages and expense pages, budgets, goals, whatever. There's a ton of different things, honestly. If I ever order another one, I'll probably do like a notebook and just have like all these specialty pages inside, just because there's so many. And then you can also choose if you want it front of the planner or the back of the planner or whatever. Also make sure that you note when you're choosing your pages that because it says one, that doesn't mean like a set, it means like one spread. So if you want to have 2 spreads of something, you'll need to press in 2. For example, I needed 40 like school pages. I needed to add in 20 of the school pages because each side actually had 1 week. So I only needed like 20 compared to adding 40. But yeah, there's so many different kinds of layouts and things that it's really very customizable, and I really love that about this. And I wanted to share it with you guys. This is also when I added in all of like my extra pages, online orders, and things like that. You can totally add to it. And I like that you can add as many of them as you want. To-do list, blank pages, notebook pages. It's really like up to you. And let me show you guys what the events look like because I forgot to add it in a second ago. So say we wanted to add the events to the page, you would just add those in, and in the review section you can just go through it and it'll tell you exactly what the entire planner will look like even before it gets printed. Just also be aware that there is a counter at the bottom of the screen and it'll tell you your total too. Every time you add pages, your total will go up, but you can add as many pages as it allows you to add them. Let me know down below which planner you're planning on using for next year. And I'm sorry in advance if this makes you want to buy a new planner. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching. By the way, this video is not sponsored or anything. I just figured I'd show you guys my new planner. And that is it. So I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye, everyone.